2, 1.
All right, friends, for today's video, you're going to need your math notebook and your pencil to start out with, so go ahead and get that out. All right, so today we're going to review perimeter, and we've actually already talked about perimeter on some of our tests, and we've talked about how perim is the rim or the outside part. It's what goes around, so around a triangle, around a trapezoid, around a square. So kind of like if you look around the room, around the bulletin board, it's border hanging, and that would be measured for the perimeter. It's the rim of it. So let's go ahead and open up our notebooks to the next two clean sheets and number those pages. All right, so you should have numbered page 100 and 101. We're going to title page 100 perimeter, and it's going to be the one on the left. So go ahead and do that now, and we're going to write the definition of perimeter so we remember. All right, so we said perimeter, or the rim, is the distance around a figure or polygon. And a polygon is just another word for a shape. So go ahead and pause and make sure you have that. So we said an example would be like the bulletin board border. So the border goes around the bulletin board. Now to find the perimeter, what you learned in third grade is that you're just going to add up all the sides. So we're going to make a little star, and you can just add up all the side lengths. So you would just add them all together. Now there's also a formula. And there's a couple different ones. There's one for perimeter. Sorry, I just made a hole. Of a rectangle, and one for perimeter of a square. And make sure that you leave room in between perimeter of a rectangle and perimeter of a square, because we're going to write them down and write an example. Okay, so we're going to start with perimeter of a rectangle. The formula is P, that's perimeter, equals 2 times L, that's the length, plus 2 times W, that's the width. So we have perimeter, length, and width. And the reason we say 2 times is because here's one length, 2 lengths, one width, 2 widths. So up here we said we could just add all 4 sides, or you could just do 2 times this one number, 2 times this one number, and then add them together. That's just another way of doing it. Go ahead and write that down, then we'll do square. Okay, so the formula for the perimeter of a square is the perimeter will be 4 times the sides, because on a square, all the sides are equal. And because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, you would just do 4 times one of those numbers. So make sure you have that one down too, and we're going to do a couple examples in just a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and title page 101 perimeter examples, because here's where we're going to do a couple examples together. All right, I want you to go ahead and copy this down. Bob's kitchen floor is shown below. What is the perimeter? So go ahead and copy that down. Okay, hopefully you copied that down. Now here's what we're going to do. We are going to write the formula for it and then check by doing it the way we were taught in third grade to just add up all the sides, because it's always good to check. So if I look, we said the formula was perimeter, and that's what we're looking for, equals 2 times the length. Well, what is the length? The length is 20 because length is long. So I'm going to do 2 times 20 and then plus what? 2 times the width. What's the width? 16. So plus 2 times 16. So now I'm going to solve this one. Well, 2 times 20. I can cover up that 0. 2 times 2 is 4. And then put that 0 back. So here I have 40 plus 2 times 16. If you need to, come over to the side. Write it vertically. 2 times 6 is 12. I'm going to regroup my 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 more is 3. So that's 32. So 40 plus 32 is going to equal my perimeter. So what does my perimeter equal? What's 40 plus 32? If you need to, you can write it over here to the side so that you can line it up vertically. 72. Now 72 what? You got to come back up here and look at your units. 72 yards. Now here's how we can check it. If I know this side is 20, then I know this side is 20. If I know this one is 16, then I know this one is 16. So I could just add up all my sides. So 20 plus 20 plus 16 plus 16. Well, 0 plus 0, 0. Plus 6 is 6. Plus 6 more is 12. Regroup my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 2 more is 5. Plus 1 more is 6. Plus 1 more is 7. So I still get the same thing. Make sure you have that written down, and I'm going to write another example for you to try on your own. All right, so we're going to copy this problem down. Miss Yateman's border and writing needs to be replaced. How much border does she need? And then here's her bulletin board right here. And her border around the rim needs to be replaced. So here's her length of border. Here's her width. So what you're going to do is you are going to write a formula or equation to match the perimeter and then solve it. So go ahead and pause and do that now, and then we're going to check it. All right, so your formula, remember, was P equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. We do not know the perimeter, but we do know the length. What is the length? 2 times what? 34. Plus 2 times the width. What is my width? 15. So 2 times 34. Well, I don't know that one, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show my work. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. So I got 68 plus 2 times 15. Well, I know on a clock, 15 minutes and 15 minutes is 30 minutes. So now I have 68 plus 30. 68 plus 30 equals 90. And if you rewrote it vertically, that's fine. But 90 what? 90 inches. Make sure you go back and check that. So if you added them all together to check, that's perfect. You still got 90, but I asked you to write a formula or equation, and this would be the formula or equation. So you have to make sure you have that. All right, go ahead and fill out your table of contents, and then I'm going to have you complete the area video next. So go ahead and have that done, and then go click on the area video.